Hey guys, this is Les Regulega. Now today I'll be doing my Andor episode 4 breakdown, and this is a little title of the episode, and it's called Eldahani. So we'll get to see a bit more on that. So first scene, we first see Andor and Luthen fly in space, and Andor looking for something that Luthenville is trying to look for, and then they end up talking about Luthen's ship, and then Andor says that he has fought in Mimban at age 16, I think, and I had a bit of a conversation here if you've seen in the episode. And our second scene, we next see the planet Coruscant, capital of the galaxy. And next to see a big upper, and then next we have a nice big upper view. You see on the screen here another big upper view of the city, which looks amazing. Very happy to actually see Coruscant. We see and then we see this commander soldier carrying a briefcase going to a Imperial security bureau, to a security bureau, which is a high big place for the Imperials. And then next we see an Imperial Council meeting where they're meeting about problems that are occurring, big issues that are problems to their sectors of part of the galaxy, and where they maintain their sectors and what's happening in their sectors. So on that, and then on the third scene, next we see the planet called Eldahani, and where we see Luthen and Andor looking at this at Luthenville's friend. Luthen then gives Andor a down payment of a blue kyber. Now I think now some people are speculating that this blue kyber is the blue kyber crystal, and it looks like a blue kyber crystal. It might very well be, but they just call it the blue kyber, and then this is something else in the episode if you go and see that. And next we see Luthen talk to a friend of his who lives on Alderaan, and in exchanges, and then Luthen tells Andor to go with her. And so for the fourth scene, we get to see the three soldiers that were in the other episode, the previous episodes, that were being talked about their actions, and one of their members had to leave, and we'll get a bit more on that. But so they were let down of their duties, I think, for now. I'm not too sure about any more yet, but for now. And then next we see Andor with Luthen's friend on a mountaintop. Now this is when they're going through, and they end up going down and end up seeing TIE fighters that end up shooting past them. So there's something that's going on. There's a base nearby, maybe. And then we see two Imperials, and then on the next scene we end up seeing two Imperials talking about the Starpod unit. And this is with one of the girls, this is with one of the Imperials. Her sector had where the Starpod unit is, but it's not her sector, it's one of the other Imperials' sectors, but she's saying it's part of hers now for some reason, but we'll get a bit more on that. And then Luthen then goes, and in the next scene we see Luthen then goes flying to the planet Coruscant, and we see him transform and get all dressed up ready for his job that he does at Coruscant. This other one is saw in the previous episodes. Those were his what you would call hobby jobs to his actual job, and getting dressed, and then on the fifth scene, by the way, in the scene that Luthen's friend calls him Clem for it, and so there's on that. And then the fifth scene, we see Luthen's friend getting supplies and water for them and busy talking about it. And then we next see two Imperial officers talking about the Ferrex sector, which they're both arguing about why they're ones and which sectors, but they're trying to find a way how to. Come on, but seriously, it's two Imperials and there are two sectors that they are their own same sectors, but there were a bit of argumenting in this scene, and so that was on that one. And then in the next scene we see Andor and then next Andor and Luthen's friend arrive at night, walking through night and then walking through the mountains. And then next we see two guys talking about Saul Guerrero. One of them said a name about Saul Guerrero, said his name, and on the hilltop. And we see the little living farm-like area where Luthen's friends are together, and then we cut back and see ships arriving at like a departing transport area, sort of like an airport area, transport area, and we see the soldier from the previous episode going down a elevator, and then we end up seeing his mother, who slaps me in the face, which was really which was not good for him, but yeah. So that was on that. And then next we see Andor being fixed and getting stitched up at the farming area. And the sixth scene, we see a transport bus fly through Coruscant, and the person who's sitting in the transport bus is none other than Mon Mothma. Mon Mothma is going off it, and which is, we finally get to see Mon Mothma in this one, and Luthen Rael talking to her and showing her a weapon that he was having, and then they go behind and then they talk about new scenes and what's going on with the Republic, and what's going on in Coruscant, having new people coming in, and that's why they've been seeing different faces. But if you go watch that part of the episode, you'll end up hearing a bit more on that. And also, when you're showing never mind. I'll do this. I'll do the Easter eggs at the end of a bit of part at the end of the video. New faces. Next, we see another spy that showed up at the farm. Now, this was part of the gang that they had on the farm with Luthen's friends. They're part of a gang that are going to try get you somewhere. Next, we see a little made map planning their attack, and so they're planning their attack to take over this base facility that's on Alderaan and Aldahani, and so we're going to see a bit more on that. There might be the next few episodes, but we'll have to see. But my best bet is probably the next episodes to come, and then in the next scene we see two lieutenants arguing over the star pod unit on Ferrex. Like I said, they were busy arguing about that whole thing. It wasn't very fun to talk about, but hey ho on that. But before that, she was talking to him about the Ferrex sector. So I meant to say that in the during this video, and we see and then next we see a bonfire at night in the camp area. So then they end up talking about still planning the attack and then getting ready for the next day to get stuff out of their base. I don't think it was to take over the base. I think it was just to get stuff out and then get back out again. So that's what they were doing. So there have been tons of Easter eggs in this episode, and so the first Easter egg I saw in this one was it was a big one in this one, in the scene where Luthen Rael was talking to Mon Mothma about a weapon, showing her a weapon, and then on the side you see the statue. Now I'm thinking that statue, me and a bunch of other YouTubers are also saying that this statue armor would be Starkiller's armor. If you guys don't know Starkiller, he's an apprentice of Darth Vader's in the comics, and I think this was his armor. So that's a little Easter egg on that one. And then they show Mon Mothma with, it could be another hint to another clone trooper, and you see on the screen here a bunch of other Easter eggs like Yoda, a baby Yoda Easter egg, as well as other Easter eggs you see on the screen here, and and also about the kyber crystal, and I might be referring to a Jedi holocron maybe, so we'll have to see on that. But those are the Easter eggs and little tidbits that we have seen in this episode. And so yeah guys, so thank you guys for watching this video, and tell me guys down in the comments below if you guys enjoyed this video, enjoyed this episode and enjoyed this video, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and check out my other videos of me doing the other breakdowns of episode 1, episode 2 and episode 3, as well as checking out Stacey Arbor on YouTube and checking her other recent videos, because she has nice videos on there. And don't forget guys to check out these other awesome YouTubers that you see on the screen here. They are amazing, and especially Stars Meg and Stars Coffee. They've been doing a lot on Andor recently, so go check that out as well. And yeah guys, also guys, Star Wars Theory is still doing this Darth Vader episode show, and he's been recruiting a lot of people that have that doing art designs and stuff like that, and artists and writers as well. And also he had this picture on the screen that you see on the screen here before you, a picture from 2017 of somebody's concept art for Darth Vader and all that. But he will be showing these, and hopefully we'll get to see more on this. If you guys want me to do more videos on him and doing this movie, it'll be I will do that if you guys want me to. But anyway, thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope you guys see you in the next video. And I will do more episodes of Andor, and this was a awesome video. I definitely did like this episode, and may the force be with you guys always. Bye bye guys.